you know anything about football, there's a coach called Belichick, Bill Belichick. He's honestly a great inspiration, a style icon. Best decision I ever made with this closet was to have hooks put up here, because I feel like that helps me from being extra messy in my closet. Instead of throwing everything on the floor that I'm not using, I can just hang it up, keep it on the hanger, hang it up, and then when I get home I'll put it away. So no matter kind of what your situation is, maybe just hang some hooks around your closet. I find it so helpful. But we have a fun day ahead of us. We are off for some thrifting, and this is just a good old thrift vlog. I'm gonna bring you along. We're gonna go to the thrift store, just kind of see what we can find. I feel like we're still in winter and I'm still looking at winter pieces. I'm always kind of present to the season I'm in, and I never want it to end too soon. Though, you know, I get itching for spring when it's April. I want it to be sunny and warm, which you think in California it would be, but actually sometimes it's colder and cloudier. And then we'll have a beautiful, you know, week or whatever. Anyways, all that to say, we're off to go thrifting, just find some new pieces to spark some new ideas and bring them into my dressed up closet. So we're gonna have some fun doing that. Break down what I'm wearing today. I'm very excited. I just feel inspired. I feel like it's fun to have an outfit that you don't think about beforehand, or it's not even based on anything you've seen or an inspiration. It's just comes together with playing. So this outfit definitely was that. I'm wearing these Carhartt pants that are cutoffs. I got them at Pickwick from Moya at Funkolectic, and I love Moya. I got them, I think, this summer from her, and honestly, I've only worn them one time, so I felt like it was due, which I don't even know where this outfit really started, but I guess with these pants, I just put them on and I started to play around, and I liked the idea of the juxtaposition of adding some heels, then doing woolly kind of mid-length socks, so I could go all the way to the knee, but I like a little bit of skin popping out there. And I like that juxtaposition of more of a ladylike heel with a very rough and tumble pair of pants. But then I went menswear on top. I just did this plaid button down. One of my favorite vests is this little, I think it's American Eagle, old American Eagle. I feel like having a waistcoat style vest is really a nice option, especially if you love to wear ties. So you can kind of get that feeling of the vest, but then throw the tie. And I did a loose tie, just kind of hanging out. This has been a go-to piece for me right now. I don't know, I get on these kicks with accessories where all of a sudden it just feels exciting, fresh. I've been throwing it onto so many outfits. You can even just see right here a few videos from TikTok where I've just been throwing this on, and I like it even lopsided. I've been looking at a lot of inspiration of Vivienne Westwood, her personal style lately, and I think that's where some of this came from. And then just my favorite green oversized blazer, and that actually is something I'm looking for today. I have a ton of blazers, but there's something about this one in particular that is my favorite. So I think it's just the way it fits, and I think it's good that I'll be taking it with me to the thrift store to match how it fits, because I don't want too tailored, I don't want too small, I don't want too big. I want one just right, if you know what I'm saying. We're gonna pack up and get our goodies together for our thrift day. I have a few things I always love to bring for a good thrift day, and I'm gonna share them with you. And then we're gonna hit the road. All right, I'm gonna pack up my bag with a few snacks. And before I do that, I wanna introduce you to where I'm getting some of my snacks from, which is a sponsor for today's video, which is Thrive Market. If you haven't heard about Thrive Market, they're an online membership-based grocery store, and their mission is to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. And they guarantee that there'll be savings on every order, which in this day and age is a big, huge perk. I'm gonna unpack my box and actually take a few of these snacks with me for the road. But before I do that, I just wanna share a few reasons that I love Thrive Market. One is there's just a lot of perks with online grocery shopping. And Thrive Market has the highest quality groceries essentials that you need. It also has everything for your home, beauty, wine, supplements, and I can just pick everything from the comfort of my own home. I sat in my office/bedroom the other day and just picked up a few things on Thrive Market that I know I wanted and I needed, and it just made it so easy. And so for me, another big thing is the product discovery. I get into a rut in a grocery store where I just go and find the same things over and over, but I loved that on the Thrive Market website, I could find things that were new to me. Example, I'm so excited. Well, there's a few things. I love they have beauty supplies, which is amazing, and this Mighty Patch is, for blemishes. I've been wanting to try to find a really good one, so I am excited to try this Mighty Patch, which I got a little booger right there, so that will be coming in handy later. Also for me, I try to eat dairy-free as much as possible, honestly, to do with my skin. So the fact that they have Primal Kitchen options for me where I can not worry about any dairy. I've got their ranch dip. Another thing with the new year, just trying to focus on just making good replacements in my daily cooking. I wanted to try out some ghee, and so to find this really great product online was awesome. I wouldn't have been able to find it on the shelves, or I just wouldn't have taken the time to find it on the shelves in a grocery store. So it just made it so easy to use Thrive Market to do that. I'm gonna bring these today. I'm actually opened them because I got too hungry while I was waiting. I'm gonna bring some dried mangoes with me as well. And they have a few different ways for you to go about being a Thrive Market member. You can either do a month-to-month, which is $12 a month, or you can sign up for their annual membership, which is actually only $5 a month, and you're billed at $59.95, which is amazing. And honestly, for me, I feel like just the fact that I can really make sure I'm saving money on groceries, and also if I'm looking for specific lifestyle choices. So if I want to shop for paleo, vegan, they basically help filter that all for you. So it eliminates all the things that you can't have. And for me, that's been huge. And Thrive Market really just goes out of their way to make sure that you are saving. I loved that when I went through the whole process, they let you know how much you've saved, which I saved $12.10 on my order, and I feel like every single dollar counts. So that was really such a huge perk. If you want to try out Thrive Market, you can click the link in the video description below or go to thrivemarket.com/bjonesstyle and you'll get 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60. So make sure you click the link down in the video description below, and I'm gonna take my dried mango snacks. Later on tonight, I'm gonna add the little Mighty Patch on my face, but we are off for some thrifting. All right, we're going to head out. Thrifting, here we come. We're gonna head to the Savers Yorba Linda, which is one of my go-to thrift spots. So if you're ever wondering where I go, that is definitely one of my #1 favorite places to stop. It's always big, it's always full of goodies, and we're just gonna shop around. I don't really have any agenda today, so it's one of those treasure hunt days. Okay, we are outside the Savers, and one thing I just figured we'd chat through before we go in is the way that I've been approaching the thrift store lately in terms of where I go first. I always think that's really interesting to think about, and everybody, I think, has a different approach. For me right now, I have headed to outerwear in terms of blazers, jackets, coats. Probably one because it's winter, but also I feel like I have been constantly looking for layers that will be the kind of final piece to an outfit. So not necessarily a big coat for winter and not necessarily a blazer, though I love both of those. I just want those other pieces. So I want that light jacket or the sports piece or the embroidered brocade cropped number, whatever it is. I am just on the constant hunt for those pieces to add. And then along those lines, I think, vests are also, as I'm wearing today, a thing. Then I've been hitting up accessories, looking for
ones that I don't have. You know, something unique or something different, if it's a collar, if it's a specific style hat, which that's something. I wear my leopard print hat all the time, the pillbox one that I love, and I have other hats that have been in rotation, but I feel like I'm in the mood for just a different one to have in the mix. So that's on the agenda. And then I've been going men's department. Right after that, I go pants, their outerwear options, blazers, jackets. I am really into wearing men's sweatpants, like old nostalgic sweatpants. I just recently got a pair of Notre Dame sweatpants, and then another one that has navy, you know, I think for well, the navy, but I was thinking, isn't that the Naval Academy? I don't know. So I was thinking, well, maybe it's that. Those ones that are kind of 80s, 90s style, where they bunch at the bottom and they bunch with a drawstring at the waist. And I really love a very dressed down look lately, especially on the weekend. I've been wearing those sweatpants, a men's thermal, and then some kind of jacket or sweatshirt or men's sweater on top, and then like a Baker Boy hat or a baseball hat. That's been my go-to lately. And like woolly socks. It's just, I don't know, it feels like a big old hug when I wear it. So I'm looking for that, and you know, that section. And then what's that? And then I actually, which is funny, I head into tops because I want to look for just options. I think I have, in some way, that's my smallest section of my closet, is button downs and tops and knit tops and just options for underneath. I'm very picky with that. I don't really love everything out there. I'm really picky on what those are, so maybe that's why it's harder for me. But anyways, tops. Then I'll go skirts, then I'll go pants, then I'll go dresses last, which is funny. Anyways, that is my plan of action for the thrift store. So we're going to head first. What did I say? Outerwear, all the outerwear. Okay, I just found a really cool coat. Looking for a new trench that's a better color for me. Like the other one I have is one that I don't end up wanting to pair with a lot of things, so this olivey green is great. There's going to be a lot of nautical this spring, and this is like perfect nautical vintage trench. This is actually something I've been looking for. Is I go to so many baseball games where I want like a good throw-on coat that's not huge, but it's also warm, and this feels like that, and it has a hood. Anytime there's a drawstring, I'm happy. I'm not usually a zipper girl. I know that's funny. I love a button usually on a jacket, but this is really fun. I gotta check it out in the mirror though. I love this wooden buckle. This is really fun. This scarf is gorgeous. I have looked all through the jackets, and I'm on to my next section, which is men's. I went through the men's and I found a few coats. One thing I have noticed that sometimes our women's pieces are put in the men's department as well, so that's another reason to check it out. Found some really fun outerwear, of course, but I'm gonna try them all. We have this amazing conductor tails tuxedo jacket. Has a little bit of a puff sleeve too, which is really fun. And it's making me think of my inspiration of Poor Things. This would have been perfect. Very Victorian, all the drama. See what it looks like with it unbuttoned too. This is an example. This was in the men's. This has to be a woman's, I think, because the shape. Look at the sleeve detail. Like this drama here. Can you tell how amazing that is? It's olive green. Ah! I have way too much outerwear in my basket today. But it's this amazing drama of the sleeve. And then I love this. This is just a basic thermal, but a vintage men's thermal. I love having really classic pieces like this to do layering with and on my weekend mode when I'm just kind of going casual, but it's just so classic. I am now, where was the next section I said I was gonna go? Oh yeah, tops, knits, blouses, all of that. I'm so excited about this. This is a Modern Day, which is a school here, and someone chopped the sleeves off. It's also perfectly worn in here. If you know anything about football, there's a coach called Belichick, Bill Belichick. He was the Patriots coach for a long time, and he was known notoriously for ripping up his sweats. You have to go look it up. He's honestly a great inspiration, a style icon, but I feel like this is totally the vibe. And also, I'm thinking it's old. It has an old feel to it. Who knows, but it's definitely got that great like worn in sweats feel, and I love that it's already been like chopped and styled and it's cropped. So we're going all across the board here. One thing I look for in tops is just some good basics. I love to find basics. I love a turtleneck. I found this amazing, this is old INC. I love ribbed, I love turtlenecks, I love neutrals. It's great for layering. Again, kind of along the lines of the thermal. Just a good basic gray too. And here's the really fun one. Todd Oldham, who I love. I'm gonna put images up here right now. 90s designer. I have this amazing vest that I got at the end. This is like the sister blouse. Alright, I'm in sweaters, cardigans, that whole section. This vintage cheerleading sweater, which is so cute. I actually think this would be really fun to take to my tailor and have her crop it so that it feels a little more wearable, because I have had one of these before and they're definitely like more stiff and harder to style. I love these bold colors, it's so cute. Time to tackle skirts. Pants. Oh wait, I think I was gonna do blazers. Let's go do blazers first. Right away, I spotted this beauty, which is really, really cool with all this hardware. Very fun. That was the only thing I found in the jackets blazer section, so I am gonna move on to skirts and pants. So interesting. There's a lot of interesting shape to it. I don't really know the brand, but it definitely is 100% silk, and it reminds me of something you would see in Vivienne Westwood collection. For the last and final section, I'm just gonna scan through dresses. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try everything on. I tried everything on. I'm not gonna get a lot of this because I don't need this many coats. So I'm gonna narrow it down to the ones that I know I will wear and that feel very special to me. I'm definitely getting this striped skirt. I just feel like it's so unique. I love the shape of it. Very Vivian. I have a thing for 90s nostalgic designers, so this Todd Oldham piece is a yes. This is my essentials pile, just some good old basic thermals and turtlenecks. Honestly, this might be my favorite thing. I am having a major moment with athletic wear, like nostalgic, worn in, good old athletic wear. I think this is the coat that I'm gonna go for. I love the chocolate brown. I love the huge hood. I love the drawstring at the waist. I love the cocoon shape. It just feels like, you know, when you put a coat on, you just kind of slouch into it. That's what this feels like to me. Well, that was a fun little thrifting afternoon hanging out with you. I'm very excited about the things I got. Nothing too wild. I definitely don't feel like I need to get, you know, a million things. I have a very full closet. One thing I did really need was some of those more basic pieces, and I think thrifting those is fun. I don't know, I really like it, and I love a worn in thermal style. So those are a few fun, you know, just basics that are nice to have. I love that striped skirt. It feels very Vivian with all of the interesting drape to it. I think that will be really interesting to style and play with. It also is a lighter fabric, which is nice. So I feel like I can take it into spring, summer, you know, fall. It really kind of feels trendless and timeless. I love that cutoff sweatshirt. I just think it's great. It has all of the torn and tattered things that I want in athletic wear, and it's pretty funny right now. I have such a collection of this nostalgic athletic teams or schools right now, and I'm just loving it. Also, just that chop sleeve I think is really fun. I love it, you know, when the weather gets warmer, but I also think it will be really cute layered up right now with, you know, even some of those thermals, and then, you know, even with some high waist pleated trouser pants and a blazer. And I'm loving a hoodie scrunched up with the hood almost as this turtleneck. I actually recently got this little zip up gray hoodie, which is nothing revolutionary, but it was funny. I was rewatching episodes of Sex and the City, and I think it's season 2, Carrie's in this gray hoodie, and I was like, I need a gray hoodie. So I don't know, there's something about, with hoodies, I think more of a shrunken style. I love that. And I like the drawstring tied tight around the neckline, and then with a jacket or a blazer. And then, oh my gosh, that Todd Oldham piece. I went through that whole season, what was that, a few years ago, where I dove into the retro revival designers of the 90s, like Jean-Paul Gaultier, Vivienne Westwood, John Galliano, and then Todd Oldham was in the mix as well. And so I really researched and was looking at a lot of those collections from the 90s. So whenever I find pieces like that, I almost feel like I'm collecting a piece of art, and it feels really special to me. So I'm excited that I found that today. That was so much fun. And then finally, just that big chocolate brown hooded coat. There's so much drama to it. It reminded me of the green one with the amazing shoulders. I loved that one as well, but I think the hood, the drawstring, you know, I love some versatility when it comes to styling. So the fact that there's so much to that jacket that can be styled in so many different ways, that's why I love it. I love pieces either in their simplicity or in their uniqueness that create lots of versatility. Versatility. I think one of my number one desires when it comes to finding gems. Okay, well, that was so much fun. Thanks for joining me today. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I have new videos every single Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And finally, always play dress up. Bye!